Hi guys, I'm back up here with another daily motivational message for the collective so we all can get on one accord. Remember, all readings are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings if you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me, we can get you set and come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as going to drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys and start the discussion so we all can get on one accord. Last but not least, let's go and share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? That's about it, okay? So I got one card for the meat and potatoes of this reading, the overall message from this new deck I got today. I think it's like it's like awareness. Some inspirational cards called awareness something. I forgot the name of them. But this is what they look like. Aren't they so pretty? The artwork on them. So that's what the overall message here is, and then we will be clarifying with the African tarot. Okay, let's get it popping. Okay, so the overall message has to do with dive for God. Dive for God. Right? Let's read the message. It says the gift and responsibility of relationship is to take turns doing the dishes and putting up the storm windows, giving the other the chance to dive for God without worrying about dinner. While one explores the inner, the other must tend the outer. Okay? All right, so what I get from that message here in these moments in time, it has to do with your relationship with God and how you develop that relationship with God, right? There's different type of levels of intimacy when it comes to that, to your relationship with God. And it levels up the more that you strengthen that relationship. So you experience different versions of who God is and different versions of who you are within this connection, within this union that you have with God, right? Hence why you're going to have to go through storms, trials, tribulations, delays, adversity, the midnight hour, all of these different things. To understand who you are, yet alone understand who your creator is. That's what's going to strengthen that relationship up. So with this message here from this Dive of God card here from this new deck I got, that's what it's getting at, right? How you line your inner and outer version of yourself. That is like inner self, where God stays at, right? And lining your inner self with your outer self, your flesh, right? Starting to see things from a perspective of the divine source, from God itself, right? Instead of seeing it from your fleshly version of you, right? This is that energy in these moments in time, okay? Actually, we'll keep that out. Yeah, because going through, as you're building your relationship and moving on higher heights with your relationships, that's what card is that? The Death card? Yeah. You have to, quote unquote, die to the old version of yourself and awaken and resurrect into the new version of yourself. And when we say new version, we're talking about a more advanced version of who you are, right? So that being said, the characteristics, the things that God has implanted within you is always being leveled up, is always advancing, is always being tweaked on, is always in an energy of change, right? So this is that type of energy. As you are going through transformation, you're going to always be in an energy of change. Never get comfortable with never get uncomfortable, let's say that, with change. Get comfortable with change, right? This is that energy. You're going to constantly be changing, right? So this is that type of energy as you're going down a path or going down a journey with building that relationship with God, right? If I could really tell you guys what this type of energy is here, right? I bought this new book, right, today. It's like one of those 365 books it's called Jesus Calling, right? It's a book strictly for showing you how to through scripture how to build a closer bond with God, right? It's constantly talking about trust. It's constantly talking about seeing it from God's perspective. It's constantly talking about when you're in a space of adversity, lean on me, come within me, seek me, the source, right? So this is that type of energy here in these moments in time here. This is kind of like with this type of energy of what we're learning here is like that book, right? Learning how to build that relationship and really learn how to lean on our source, right? Learn how to dive within our source. Dive deep, right? That's why it says the gift and responsibility of relationship is to take turns doing the dishes and pulling up the storm windows, giving the other the chance to dive for God without worrying about dinner, right? So this is that energy here in its own little metaphorically way, you know. It's saying, man, like, building that relationship with God in general, you learn how to surrender to a point where you know that it's safe to be you, right? It's safe to allow God to let go of your burdens and to let go of the things that are worrying you. Within these books, right, especially that Jesus Calling book I was talking about, it is catered to helping you be able to release your burdens and being able to hand your dreams, your admirations, your goals, everything, your fears, what pains you, all of these different things, being able to have enough trust within your creator that you can let those things go. You can hand those things to God and know that God will take care of those things, or hold on to what is precious to you and hold on to it as precious cargo, right? This is that type of energy here, instead of being in limbo about your journey, right? This is that type of energy with the Two of Swords. Learning how to not be in limbo about who God is, or not be in limbo when it comes to trying to trust God in the way that you should trust God, right? With your life, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time here. When you start to dive deep within who God is, that's when you start to develop your truth. With what card is this? This is the Star card, yeah. Aquarius energy, right? You start to develop your truth. You start to develop who you are. You start to show up to God naked. You start to show up to God in all truth. You start to show up to God and lay down what is bothering you. Lay down your dreams. Lay down your admirations. Lay down your goals. Lay down your wishes. Lay down your concerns, your worries, right? This is that type of energy. Learning how to build that relationship so you can easily release what is necessary to God and trust that God's going to take care of it, right? God is going to take care of it. So to wrap this message up, this whole entire message has to do with diving deep within God, getting an understanding of who God is, because you're always leveling up. There's different versions of who God is. And as we're going down these paths, we start to really learn about those different versions of God, right? As we hit these certain milestones within our life, that kind of reveals different versions of your creator and of who you are, right? So this is that type of energy, okay? All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all messages are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as going to drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys and start the discussion so we all can get on one accord. As well as just going to share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? I want you guys to have a good day. Stay up and bye-bye.